Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This is basics, I would say. When you cannot manage an economy and you don't, work on a benefit or a plus or a surplus, what are the ways to fill the void? Because you have to make payments. What are you gonna do? Very easy. You can print money, you can borrow money, or you can raise taxes. Now we have this president of the United States of America, voted in the office by some around us, and with all his signs of not being, I would say 100% ready, he got elected. Good for him. Democracy worked. The problem is this guy got us in a little situation in Ukraine. And when I say got us, it is just jumped in it all the way. Provided Ukraine, I think by now, with about $100 billion in aid and military assistance and things like this from our taxes and our military. The inflation is still high under his freaking nose that I doing like this. So things are not going well. He tells us about the economy being strong. They tell us about new jobs, 500,000 jobs in the first quarter and so on, which I personally do not believe it unless those jobs are governmental jobs, which are not actually jobs. Why? I go and I live around, I go outside of this place and I meet people and I go in businesses and I see how they're shrinked. I know how it was before, I know how it is right now, and everybody's hiring. It's hiring because they are the economy is expanding? No, because they're hiring to keep the business running, not to expand. And they are telling me that they have a surplus and they have the lowest percentage of unemployed. Yeah, because a lot of them probably are not interested in looking for a job, which they go out from the percentage of 3.6 or whatever they told us is right now the lowest. We're doing great. We're doing great, but somehow we pay more for everything. For everything we pay more. Our salaries did not increase, or they increased 1%, and the unions say, we did it for you, yeah. Hey, buddy, how much is the inflation? Oh, it's only 9%, and what? Or at least we did 1. No, it's like I lost 9-1. I don't like that. I like to win 9-1. How about that? Until then, you get go and work. I don't want you as a union. I have a problem with the unions, as you can tell. Anyway, I don't want you to be over there. I don't want to lose 9-1. I don't want to lose. That's it. Don't tell me, you could have been 9-0. You know what? How much did you increase my income? You calculate, you guys. Let's say they gave you 1%, 2%. How much is that for how much you make? I give that back to those guys just to have them just disappear out of the, just get out. I don't want to see you. But hey, that's me. So Biden comes and tells us now, and tell also the guys who trust him, that he's going to raise taxes because the economy is booming. You need to raise taxes because the economy is booming. All right, so something big is coming, and this guy is making it worse. Why? Because he's an idiot. So let's go here. But hey, he got voted in the office by Americans. Biden says, I'm gonna raise some taxes. When he says some, well, I'm gonna raise one tax 3,000%. All right, how about that? Some taxes in March budget proposal. Hey, yay. And it's not him, there's things behind him. And because he's not the one who's in charge of the economy. They're the economies that he puts in place and the interest behind all this. So we have President Joe Biden said on Tuesday, he read on Tuesday, that his March 9 budget proposal to the US Congress will include some higher taxes. Don't believe this word some, okay? There are going to be higher taxes, including on billionaires. Why? Why? Are these the bad dudes? Because they have money? Yeah, I mean, if you are you going to put it across the board, how are you going to do it, including on billionaires? Oh, it makes those guys who voted for him feel better about it. Guys with resentment. Not all of them, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot of them. Oh, tax the rich. Why? Because you're a loser? Did they what? Did they steal from you? Oh, yeah, somehow. No. Anyway, I'm not going to get in that one in this video, so let's move on. But will not violate his pledge not to raise rates on Americans making less than $400,000 a year. What? Why don't you? It's unbelievable. Do you see what this guy is doing? So, not to raise taxes on Americans making less. Who makes $400,000 a year? A politician, obviously. Who? Who makes $400,000 a year? I would put it, let's say, $60,000, $40,000, and see how that works. Why don't you? This is, I think, it's so unfair. I'm not a millionaire by far, okay, but I can smell a rat when I smell one, right? And here's a rat. On March the 9th, I'm quoting, I'm going to lay down in detail you don't even know what's your name. In detail, every single thing, every tax that's out there that I'm proposing. And no one making less than $400,000. No, let's make it, as I said, $30,000 is going make everybody pay. Increase to everybody is going to pay a penny more in taxes. Oh my God! Thank you very much, God of our country, Biden, because you give money to Ukraine how much you want, and then you increase the taxes how much you want. How am I supposed to kiss your hand now or something? Biden told an audience in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I want to make it clear. Shut the hell up, Obama, with this thing. I started hearing this little stupid thing from Obama. He was, I want to make it clear. Shut the hell up. Don't make it clear because you're a weasel. I'm going to raise some taxes. Get out. Get out. The Democratic president added before suggesting that billionaires, again, hey, whistleblower right there, whistle, whatever, billionaires would be called upon to pay more. Why? Why? So they get their money and save it somewhere else? They invest it somewhere else? Why? Are these the bad dudes? This is a penalty. Penalty of own success. Unless they stole from someone else. Did they? If they did, they should be in jail. Are they in jail? No. Why? All right, you gotta love democracy. How about tomorrow? These guys, the lovers of democracy, say people with, I don't know, brown eyes should work 3 hours more than everybody else and be paid, let's say, 50% less. How about that? And we vote, and let's say that everybody votes for that. Would that be okay? Or let's say Obama. Biden said so. Because somehow the guys with brown eyes are, let's say, luckier than the ones with green eyes or any other kind of eye color. Or let's say he decides that Ukraine is in peril and we have to tax, I don't know, the people with blue eyes more and send the money over there. And if not, then you're a bad dude. And we're going to take it anyway. How about that? Jesus. I know I'm exaggerating and I'm doing this, but it's just irritating. Biden under pressure from Republicans who are threatening not to raise the U.S. debt limit. They will. They will. Unless, you see, unless, that's the key word. He agrees to sharp spending cuts, has vowed to cut the deficit by $2 trillion over 10 years. In the upcoming budget proposal. Really? During the 2020 campaign, Biden pledged not to increase taxes on people making less than... Why? That's preferential. The same thing with they call it, what, forgiveness. College debt forgiveness. I went to college. I paid. I was a organized guy. I calculated. I made good decisions, and I paid everything. People who made bad decisions before they went to college, they should have known. If they didn't, they should pay. Like I didn't buy a $5 million house because I couldn't afford, but I couldn't get the money if I really wanted. But then I would have lost it. Who would pay for that? The neighborhood? For me not to lose the house? Anyway, so this is the bullshit with this. Let's move to this one since we don't have money. From Reuters. McConnell calls for higher U.S. defense spending over the next year. Got it? Got it? So you know who's who, what's what. You know where this guy is, his little money. And it's unbelievable, man. This guy is saying taxes will be raised. And then this guy says higher U.S. defense spending. And from there it's going to go to Ukraine. And where is that coming from? That's coming from us, my friends, from us. U.S. Senate Republican. And this is democracy for you, okay? This is how are you going to remove this? Vote him out. And by them, he wrecks my country. Called on Congress on Tuesday to increase defense spending in coming year to confront what he termed growing threats of Russia and China. You already have $860 billion. And I think he said about 5%, but not in this one. It is just how can you I don't want to say control. How can you make these guys not do that? They're all 1,000 years old. Do you think they give up? Biden? He's 80. The other guy looks again like he's a mummy already, taken from Egypt. What the hell? You got the other one, the Nancy Pelosi, which was just dethroned a few months ago. Another corpse. Jesus Christ, people. You got Feinstein. My name is... What? My name is not Slim Shady. Whatever. Jesus Christ, people. And then don't let... Anyway, I'm not going to say that. Let's move on. So these are our elected officials that work for us. We elected them over there to make our lives better and protect the Constitution and defend us from outside and inside threat, right? Show them a mirror. They are unaccountable. That's what I'm trying to say. Unaccountable. Everything they do is legal, it seems like. Everything is legal. To raise taxes is not illegal, right? But why do you raise taxes? Because you are not capable of providing a business environment. So you're a loser. So you pick this one, it's going to fall on me. Why do you need a new budget, more budget for the military? Because those are the threat. Why are the threat? Who got us into being with those guys like this? I did or you did? Our government with its good policy, with its, how do you call that, diplomacy, which is based on threats, blackmail, regime change, and straight attack. Who got us that those guys are together right now, Russia and China? They would have been anyway? No, who put those guys together? Why are they the threat? Because we created a situation. Otherwise, what? Somehow the guys got into that. How? They just... I know the answer. And the answer was provided to me after the September 11 attacks. You remember those ones? Yeah. The TV told us, why do they hate us? Rhetorically, why do they hate us? I mean, those guys, why do they hate us? And they would say, they hate our freedom. They hate our way of life. I was like, me and people that I worked with at that time, yeah, man, yeah, they hate us. We should go and you just bomb the shit out of them and put over there how they call a gas pump over there so we can go and suck all the oil. These guys are the voters. These guys. I'm telling you, I'm against this kind of mass democracy because I see so many things that are really need to be tweaked a little bit. First, you have to elevate somehow the electorate. Don't tell me you do civics in school. No, you need tests, real tests. And then you earn your way to be able to vote full vote. You start with a quarter of a vote, then you go with just half a vote based on knowledge. You got tests. It's like you graduate. When you graduate, you get a diploma. The diploma is the right to vote. Now, you're just a biped who knows only to and click and play stupid video games like a infantile that you are right here. And that guy votes you out. He doesn't know anything about anything but to play video games, drink his beer, watch stupid View and other idiots on the TV, and they vote. Now, if that's democracy, call Plato, call Socrates and see how happy they were with this kind of democracy. And that's it, my friends. Get ready, and thank you very much for voting this guy in. And his group. He's just over there as his group. Anyway, thank you very much. Things are much bigger behind both. This McConnell is Republican, the other one is Democrat, and they work as a team. Why? Because there's like those identical twins. Identical twins have the same parents. The parents are the ones that give them food, give them money, give them everything they need. And we are the weasels who participate in this and say, yeah, I'm Republican, no, I'm Democrat, yeah, I hate you, yeah, we won, we lost again, okay. And they're over there counting their money and say, look at these weasels. And then they throw another equity thing, and then we're like, oh, no way, that's not fair, blah, blah, blah. It's not fair, and say, these guys are fighting again, and we're just having a little tango. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.